Hey guys, it's Psycho Hawk here, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode with Sporting Gijón. We're going to start off this episode right here with Mendy, who has been very unsettled in our club, saying that he wants to leave in this transfer window. And as you can see, we're coming to January, one of the most exciting stages of the season, obviously due to mid-season transfer drama, and that is exactly what's going to be happening this episode. A lot of good stuff for you, and we're going to start off this episode by we get some offers from Nahar, and you guys will see that people, or not people, clubs go crazy on offering for Nahar in this thing, and they're offering, 4 million, 5 million. I'm thinking, nah, man, this guy is such a good player. He has been quite inconsistent. He hasn't been a great finisher, but I want big money for him. He has great potential, and I counter offered most of these, just like 15 million. Boom, that's what you gotta pay. Ivan Cuellar again, for the third time, our second goalkeeper is telling me he wants to leave. I'm just like, okay. But one thing I really wanted to do this transfer window was to look for a new defensive midfielder. Currently we have Mandi and Bustos both there playing in CDM, but I really feel that I need a little bit more of a solid player, because while Mandi and Bustos are both good, they don't have great potential. I looked at Sissoko there, but obviously it's quite an unrealistic option. But like I was saying, Bustos and Mandi are both quite, they're pretty young, they're decent players, but they're still pretty mediocre, and that's most of my club. I have a few good players, but then the rest are kind of, meh. So at this point, I have a lot of money, so I was looking to basically just get someone that could kind of increase my squad depth and just sit there in front of my defense line. And I find this guy, Malangu. You can just go pause the video on some of his stats, but you'll see later this video as well. And I decided to offer 1 million and Ivan Cuellar because he looked like a very decent player. But here you guys can see, this is what I was talking about. The amount of clubs that came in for Nahar. I counted them. 9 clubs came in for Nahar in the same day. Look at this. I'm just counter offer after counter offer after counter offer. I've never seen anything like that. It was actually pretty crazy. But there you guys could see that they wanted more money for Malangu there. But he's a very decent player. He's 72 overall, and he's only 23. He's playing in the Swedish league in Helsingborg. He is South African, and he has very good physical stats, and he's pretty good on the ball as well. So what I decided to do is that I decided to offer 400,000 and Ivan Cuellar, our unsettled goalkeeper, who wanted to leave, for him, and hopefully that would budge him to our will. If you could see there, he had only 1 year left on his contract, which meant, due to this new realistic thing that they added in FIFA 13, that I could actually get him for the cheap, because as you can see, his true market value was actually 3.2. And considering he's one of Helsingborg's best players, normally, I would have to pay around the 5 million mark. But the fact that he's on the final years of his contract means that he's actually going to come from much cheaper. And that's obviously really nice. But we have a game here against this team, and I kind of had an editing fail there, apparently. I didn't cut in the first goal. But we took an early lead due to Hernandez. Sorry, guys, that was just an editing fail. But we go 2-0 up here with Mandi, who I was kind of on his back saying, he's kind of an average player. But that is a world-class finish, despite the fact that he might be an average player. There you guys can see some great play there. I think that's by Benzia to get the ball to Mandi, and he just turns the defender. And, he's a defensive midfielder, so you don't expect him to do that well in the box. But there he was very solid and a great finish. And that game actually ended 2-0. Very boring game, so I just kind of left it at that. But as you can see, they wanted 1.9 million plus Ivan Cuellar for Malangu, which, considering his value was not that much, considering that Ivan Cuellar is only around 500,000 worth. But, I didn't want to waste too much money. Even though I have a lot of money, I still like to be quite sparesome with it, because you can never have too much money, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we sold Mendy there. I didn't show you all the negotiations, but I just wanted to let him go. It's not like he's any good anyway. So he wanted to go. I was fine, you can go. But about that Malangu guy, I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to overpay. He's on his final year of the contract, so I decided to go. And now, last time they wanted 1.9 plus Cuellar. Now they want 2.2, I'm just like, oh, well, you can fuck right off, you know? So I decided to offer the 1.9 though, and hoping that, they haven't gone and done anything stupid. But you guys will see after this game. But this is actually a very, very important game here against Cordoba. They're currently third in the league, and I think we were fourth or fifth while playing this game. So this was a big, big game. No, sorry, not this game. This is against some lower league side. So we simmed this. My bad. Nahar getting 2 goals there, but some bad news is Bustos gets injured there. But at least we got the win. But Bustos has a broken collarbone, which means that he would be out for 8 weeks, which is quite a substantial period of time, which would reinforce the fact that we really, really, really needed Bahalango. Now, if you remember, Nahar was getting crazy amount of transfer offers. Well, none of them got Nahar due to me counterbidding much more. Now they wanted Cases. And look at this. It's the same thing. Once again, just all these clubs coming in for Nacho Cases. And I'm just counter offering, 13 million. Just like, again, a very, very good player. He's been in excellent form. Probably one of my best players of this team. After Hernandez, I would say he's my best player. And, I'm not going to let him go for cheap. But you guys will see a very interesting counter offer coming for him, by the way, soon. But again, 2.2. And, I figured this was due to the fact that we're drawing closer to the end of the window, which meant that, they could now push us for more money. So kind of a negotiating fail there. If I would have offered 1.9 earlier, they would probably have accepted it. But, 300,000 with the amount of money that we have, 24 million, it was not the end of the world. But a little bit frustrating either way. But I decided to offer 2.2 because we were in desperate need of a defensive midfielder. Now, even more that Bustos was injured. But look at this. I expected no one to come back with any money, but Athletic Bilbao come back with 8.5 for Nacho Cases. And I was just like, should I take it? Should I not? It was such a tempting offer, 8.5 million is so much money for a player like Nacho Cases, but I decided to be a little bit of a greedy twat, and I counter offer 12 million, and you guys will have to wait and see for how that turns out. Whether it was good business or not, I do not know. But even more clubs, they're wanting Cases, and, what can I say? He's a great player to understand, but a little bit weird. I don't know if it's a glitch or something. But finally, look at that good news. Helsingborg have accepted for my Malangu and contract. He wants 8K. I said fair enough. I have enough money on my wage budget. 4 years, which is good. He's gonna stay at the club, and he's definitely gonna be an important first team player. We put our signature on that, and hopefully, he will sign that contract and join our club in this January transfer window. Now is the important game that I was talking about against third place. So this one, it was against Alcorcon, who we've had an interesting game up against in this season already. So they're definitely a team that's interesting to play. This time we were away, and there you can see we put up a very strong lineup there. Obviously, Sergio Alvarez stepping in for Bustos, or the injured Bustos, and Malangu obviously hasn't accepted the contract offer yet. But this is a game that we definitely wanted a win from. A tie wouldn't be the end of the world, but if we want to get to that top 2 spot, guys, we really have to be winning these games, and we're into the 45th minute, and look at that. They almost score there, but they get a free kick. However, after, to be fair, a very, very poor challenge on their player, and it's quite more often than not, I can feel the computer scoring from these type of chances, and I was surprised that the ref didn't blow for a penalty there. It would have been such typical EA bullshit, but trust me, in this episode, we do not run out of EA bullshit at all. There is plenty of that. So, but for now, I was happy with that. 0-0 at halftime. You can't really complain against the side third in the league. But I was feeling confident again. It was quite a boring game. I couldn't really say that, it was the greatest game ever. It was pretty bad. But 0-0 at halftime wasn't the end of the world, and we were going into the second half when we were looking to get that goal to get us into the lead, which would be obviously very, very nice in terms of if we got the 3 points, we could be rising up into third in the table, which would be splendid. But here is kind of a fail. I'm going in with a keeper, and I thought he would pick it up with his hands, but apparently he kicks it out for a throw-in, which obviously hands the attack to Alcorcon. And this was in the 90th minute, bear in mind. So, fuck's sake. what can I say? That is typical EA bullshit right there. No, the keeper doesn't pick it up. And if he doesn't pick it up, no, it was going out for a goal kick, and he decides to kick it out of bounds. I thought I was going to pick it up with his hands, but no. And he does that, and that's just typical EA bullshit. But what can I do? I can't do anything except say that Hernandez has come up with some shit for you, EA. If you have Hernandez on your team, you cannot bullshit me, because that is a fantastic goal, because we will not be put down. We made it 1-1 in the 90th minute, scored 2 goals in the final minute of the game to tie the game 1-1. Thank you very much, Hernandez, and fuck you, EA. Fuck you. You can't touch me. I'm too boss for you. And that was awesome. Hernandez just showing what type of boss he is. And even EA scripting can't touch Hernandez. Sorry, I just hit my mic. I'm getting kind of excited here, talking to my own computer screen, which is actually pretty sad. But I mean, seriously, get in Hernandez there, I'm so happy with that. But Abel Hernandez out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. And Athletic Bilbao didn't want to pay the 12 million for Nacho Casas, which, fair enough. And I didn't really want to let him go either, but good news now. Malango finally accepted this contract, and boom! Look at that. We have another defensive midfielder into our club. He's a very versatile player. He can play CDM, CAM, CM, or RM, or why am I saying RM? I'm right midfield. So yeah, it's a little shame that Hernandez got injured, but we can do without him. Benzia gets some playing time, so does Trejo, so that's all gravy, baby. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, it's been Psycho Horror here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like. A like really helps. And I'd like to thank you on all your support on the recent videos. It's been pretty awesome. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Or if you've subscribed recently, then please leave a comment ask about how things go around here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. So yes, it's been Psycho Horak. I hope you have a really good Monday, because Monday sucks, so it's probably been bad, but I hope this makes it a little better. But yeah, I always go on rambling at these endings. I should probably stop. I should come up with like a good slogan, just like, please like, subscribe, and peace. But that's case size. Maybe I should have like, don't like. Okay, no, like, just like it. All right, just do that. Yeah, bye.